Good morning. I was listening to the weather report on CBC today, and like most of you, it is, as Al Gore has said, like taking a stroll through the book of Revelations, listening to the weather report. These days, of course, Florida is just recovering from Hurricane Irma. The West is on fire, and here we are. And luckily, even though I'm in the boreal forest, obviously, we're not on fire, but we well could be. If not this year, then next year. We've had a very, very dry summer. But I felt like I needed to touch base because most of my Facebook friends, in fact all of you, will be aware that for many years a lot of my energy and focus has been on lobbying and writing and working for action on climate change, and yet I've been pretty quiet the last little while as all of these this really evidence of human-caused climate change has been escalating in the news. And I just wanted to say that it's not that I'm not aware of it, it's not that I'm not following the news, and certainly the science and scientists have been predicting that this is going to happen for decades now. But my focus has shifted, kind of come full circle back to the work that I was doing in the 90s, which is on energy healing. And I came back to that because of my own trauma from blogging about climate change for 5 years as a climate concerned mom and Canadian, and I became traumatized by seeing the suicidal course that our species is on right now. So I'm not going to talk a lot more about that, but what I did want to say is I imagine, because all of my Facebook friends are wonderful people who care deeply about their families and their communities, and I know all of you are each in your own way making a difference in the world. And if you are feeling overwhelmed and stressed, I want to offer some resources because I understand that. Whether it's on an individual level, and in my wellness practice, I see a lot of people, women in particular, completely overwhelmed and stressed just by the everyday activities of life, never mind the stuff going on beyond that. So I feel like it's my duty and my privilege, because I have access to this knowledge and these tools, that I need to start sharing it a little bit more publicly. So what I'm going to just finish up this video with, because everybody's busy and there's not a lot of time to watch a 10-minute video, never mind a 15-minute or 20-minute one, I'm going to post a video on tapping for climate stress. Now, EFT tapping or meridian tapping is something that has been shown to not only calm the nervous system, but also to release stuck emotions. And so if you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed, this is a really simple to use technique that can help you through times like that. It's not going to solve climate change, but I'm going to talk a little bit more down the road about how working with energy and the field of energy and the collective energy can actually help shift this situation that we're in now, which I actually feel like, as one who has given birth and who's seen lots of women in labor when I was a nurse, there's a time, that last stage of active labor that's called transition, where it becomes so intense and the woman usually decides she can't deal with it anymore, and it's just too overwhelming. I kind of feel like that's where we are with climate change and this shift in consciousness, this paradigm shift that we're in the middle of. But like I said I wouldn't talk too much about that, but I just want to offer some resources. So I'm going to put some links below this video on my Facebook page. One is a video that I made that's up on YouTube, Tapping on Climate Stress. Then there's going to be a link to a PDF, free PDF download of my book, and the password to get it is LOVE, L-O-V-E, all lowercase letters. And I'm also going to post free download of my a postcard which has the 5 actions which you can take also to act on climate change, but I know most of you know that anyways, but I'm going to put it up. So have a wonderful day, and wherever you are, and thank you for what you are doing to make this world a better place.